Good morning, everyone. Good morning, media representatives. Today is an important day after The Hague. The defense ministers of NATO are meeting. Today also have a meeting among the European Union ministers as well. So it once more underlines the importance of cooperating, of synergy between two institutions, between the EU and NATO. It is important that we invest in military industry in Europe, actually to achieve the NATO military targets, capability targets. So that's why investment is crucial. What we have decided in The Hague, it must be also implemented, so the implementation stage is important. Latvia is doing its homework. Already we agreed that next year's budget will be almost 5% from our GDP, and 2027 it's more than 5%, so we are moving to implementing all those capability targets. The second important aspect, what we will be discussing today, of course, everything which is related to air defense. So air defense is crucial, so that's why Eastern Sentry, the NATO Eastern Sentry, is instrumental in providing also additional assets, but it's also about national activities. So nationally, it is important to build a especially system which is able to deal with drones, to counter drones. So detection, the countermeasures, and also integration command chains are absolutely crucial in this regard. Latvia has introduced acoustic detection system, one of the first such ones. So of course for us, the eastern flank, the eastern border, we must remember it's not just Latvia's eastern border, but it's also the external border of EU and NATO. Last but not least, always support for Ukraine. The Latvia provides 0.25%. We are contributing to Pearl initiative. So that's why those initiatives where we can buy and where we can acquire and additionally provide equipment for Ukrainian side is absolutely crucial. Latvia is also co-leading drone coalition, so drones are still remain as crucial asset in a warfare. Yes, absolutely. Already we have stated it together, three Baltic countries, that we have to move from the Baltic air policing to air defense mission. In many ways, we already have achieved the Air Policing Plus, Baltic Air Policing Plus mission. What does it mean? It means that already last year, after the very serious incidents in our skies, when also the incident happened on Latvian soil, when Russian drone crashed, we immediately engaged actively with NATO, and the fighter jets, Baltic Air Policing, was also ready to take off, also to address and to potentially counter those objects in the skies, also potentially if they are drones.
The rules of engagement clear to you? Should it be harmonised among the allies?
Once more?
The rules of engagement among NATO allies, should it be harmonised?
Of course, it is important that we are always on the same page, that we are all on the same page strategically, that we are willing and also able to deal specifically under specific circumstances. And that's why, yes, we have different nations being part of Baltic Air Policing. So, of course, it is important that it's really also synergized and synchronized among the nations as well.
What do you respond to concerns that a shift from air policing to air defense would mean that we are no longer in peace operating times?
We are not formally at war, but we are not operating at peace times. Let's be also realistic on this one. We are absolutely facing the hybrid warfare activities, the cyber attacks, disinformation campaigns, weaponization of legal immigration, the incidents against critical infrastructure, and what we see recently, violation of airspace. So we cannot call it that we are living at peacetime. So that's why we should respond also adequately. And Baltic Air Policing, which is now our plus, which would be rebranded, reframed as a Baltic defense, it would reflect those new realities, already not so new realities, but generally those geopolitical realities, first of all. And second, of course, it would also provide additional aspects how we engage under specific circumstances. So that's why, yes, we should move forward with Baltic defense mission.
Why is the use of American Tomahawk so crucial for Ukraine right now?
Well, every weaponry is crucial for Ukraine, weaponry which is also able to hit targets on aggressor soil. And these are legitimate targets, military bases, production lines. So certainly as Russia bombs assault civil infrastructure and kill civilians. For the Ukraine, it is also a legitimate right to hit the military targets. So, because this is also self-defense. So that's also what NATO is absolutely projecting, that in any circumstances, if any scenario, we would be also willing and able to hit with deep strikes. And absolutely, this is the important part of defense and important part of deterrence in this case. And I think this would be also important part of Ukrainian defense and deterrence. Don't hit our targets because we can hit you back. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.